Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Bible in Roblox. Today, we're diving into Genesis, the very first book of the Bible. From the creation of the world to a giant flood, from towers to dreams, from promises to forgiveness, this book sets up everything that comes after. And yep, we're building it all in Roblox. Let's get started. Creation, Genesis 1 through 2. In the beginning, there was nothing. Then God spoke, "Let there be light." And there was light. Day 1, light and dark, day and night. Day 2, God created the sky, separating it from the waters below. Day 3, He gathered the waters to form oceans and revealed dry land, then filled it with grass, trees, and plants. On day 4, God placed the sun, the moon, and the stars in the sky. Day 5, He filled the sea with fish and the skies with birds. Day 6, every animal you can imagine. And then, finally, God created humans in His own image. On day 7, He rested. That's how the world began. The fall, Genesis 3. God placed Adam and Eve in a beautiful garden, full of life, peace, and closeness with Him. They could eat from any tree, except one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But the serpent tricked Eve into taking the fruit, and she gave some to Adam. They disobeyed God, and instantly, everything changed. They felt shame and fear, and the perfect world was broken. Sin had entered the story, and paradise was lost. Cain and Abel, Genesis 4. Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Abel gave God his best, but Cain gave just some of what he had. God accepted Abel's offering, but not Cain's. Angry and jealous, Cain killed his brother. When God asked him where Abel was, Cain lied. But God already knew. Cain was punished and sent away, but even then, God marked him to protect him from harm. Noah and the flood, Genesis 6-9. As the human race grew, so did evil. People turned away from God completely. But one man, Noah, walked with God. God told Noah to build a massive ark because he was going to flood the earth and start fresh. Noah obeyed. Animals came 2 by 2, and the rain fell for 40 days. The earth was covered in water. But when the flood ended, Noah stepped onto dry land. God placed a rainbow in the sky, promising never to flood the whole world again. Tower of Babel, Genesis 11. After the flood, people settled in one place and decided to build a tower to reach the heavens. They wanted to make a name for themselves, not honor God. But God saw their pride, and to stop them, He confused their language. Suddenly, they couldn't understand each other, and the building stopped. The city was called Babel, and the people scattered across the earth. Abraham's promise, Genesis 12-25. God called a man named Abram and told him to leave everything behind. God promised to make him into a great nation and bless the whole world through his family. Abram believed, even though he and his wife were very old and had no children. After years of waiting, they had a son, Isaac. And when God tested Abraham's faith by asking him to sacrifice Isaac, Abraham trusted Him. At the last moment, God stopped him and provided a ram instead. Through Abraham, God began a family that would change the world. Jacob and Esau, Genesis 25-36. Isaac had twin sons, Esau and Jacob. Esau was the older and stronger one, but Jacob was clever and tricky. He tricked Esau into giving up his birthright and later fooled their father into giving him the blessing meant for Esau. Jacob ran away, but God didn't abandon him. One night, Jacob had a dream of a stairway to heaven, and God promised to be with him. Years later, Jacob wrestled with a mysterious man, God Himself, and was given a new name, Israel. Joseph's story, Genesis 37-50. Jacob had many sons, but he loved Joseph the most and gave him a colorful coat. Joseph had dreams that one day his family would bow to him, and his brothers hated him for it. They sold him into slavery in Egypt. Joseph faced betrayal, false accusations, and prison. But through it all, God was with him. He rose to power after interpreting Pharaoh's dreams and prepared Egypt for a great famine. When his brothers came looking for food, Joseph forgave them. He told them what they meant for evil, God used for good. Genesis is the story of beginnings, creation, sin, judgment, promises, and redemption. Through all the ups and downs, one truth shines: God is faithful, even when people fail. If this helped you understand Genesis, make sure to like and subscribe for more Bible in Roblox. Next up is Exodus, with plagues, miracles, and an epic escape through the Red Sea. See you next time.